Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to today's podcast from thishappyhuman.com. And I'm going to talk today about why it's important to stand for what you believe in. Your beliefs and convictions play a major role in shaping who you are as a person. And it's important to be aware of this and live your life accordingly. So think about what you believe in and make sure that everything you do is in line with those values. When you stand for what you believe in, you are living in accordance with your values and your convictions. Now, this is important because it means that you are true to yourself and that everything you do is based on what you believe in. When you live your life this way, it makes you a strong and principled person. And it also makes it easier to make decisions because you already know what you stand for. So if you're looking to live a life of purpose and meaning, start by standing for what you believe in. What I stand for is what I stand on. Now that's a motto that defines me and my actions. And if you want to know who I am, then you need to understand what I stand for first. Well, what do I mean by this? Well, first, let's take a look at myself independently of other people. Standing up for myself means making choices based on the facts that are relevant to me. These choices make up my boundaries and my guideposts. Every once in a while, I'll meet people who have fears about the limits of their beliefs or situation, even though what they fear has been disproven. By reasons to back it up, these individuals will claim that believing isn't real, it isn't good enough, because other people aren't doing what they want, are lacking in knowledge, they are selfish, or they will do the wrong things. For them, it seems that believing is wishful thinking, and they only feel safe if they leave it out of their lives. Now, that's right in one aspect. If you don't take action, then you won't experience much change. But this doesn't mean that your choices should be based solely on what others have done or what you need to do to feel safe before taking any risks. In fact, if everyone was too busy trying to be safe, then nothing would ever happen. All this safety does is stifle creativity and ambition. My advice is this: stop worrying about what other people do, stop worrying about other people present themselves, and stop worrying about how others would do something differently. Stop using fear to inform your choices and start using reason, knowledge, and faith instead. You have a brain that knows how to process information, so use it. Be the change you want to see in the world in the way that makes sense in your situation. When I stand for what I believe in, life changes. Ambitions are fulfilled, feelings of contentment arise, and relationships improve. I know this because these are the things I've experienced in my own life. I discovered that believing was not merely wishful thinking when I began to get what I needed. Note that I didn't say what I wanted. This is one of the reasons why I recommend doing it. If you want something badly enough, you'll make it happen. Even though you may have to go through a period or a time of only receiving what you need. Believe in yourself. Act on yourself. And it will happen. The boundaries I've set for myself are based on experience, knowledge, and feelings. The feeling of wanting to do something is the motivation for doing it, while the feeling of accomplishing it satisfies me. These are the guideposts that help me to decide what I want to spend my time on. And I find that when I'm following what feels natural to me, positive things start to happen. I stand for my beliefs, and by standing for them, I can make changes in myself and in the world around me. There is almost no limit to what you can accomplish if you believe in yourself enough. Do I have doubts? Yes, I do. Do I have thoughts that I'm going in the wrong direction? Again, yes, I do. This is my mind and my experiences acting as a checkpoint. I need to assess my path and my journey through life. If I'm doing the right thing, it feels right. I know within the depths of my mind and my soul when I'm doing something wrong. I can take time to look back at how far I've come. I know that I have goals, and I'm working to reach them. Sometimes the direction of travel has to change. I have to be flexible, especially when I have to rely on the actions of others to complete a task. I have to be prepared to change and allow for circumstances to delay or hinder my progress. I can plan for those hindrances. Experience has given me just enough insight to know that I need to rest and that I need time to gather my strength for new challenges. Even when I appear to be standing still, I'm not. I'm looking forward and constantly using the foundations of my beliefs to keep an open mind and to not be distracted by maybe, could have, or what if. I have to do it. Nobody else will do it for me. Nobody else will write my blog or create this podcast. Nobody else will take my thoughts and turn them into words. I stand for action. I stand for making things happen, even though sometimes I don't want to do it. I am writing. I am blogging. I'm creating podcasts. I hope that you find the direction to live a fulfilling life too. I've learned that there are things I need to do before I get what I want to do. And one of those things was working in an industry that I didn't particularly like. But what it did was it set me up with some financial security, and for that I am grateful. What it didn't do was give me the time to look into my heart and soul. I didn't have the time to figure out who I am. Now that has changed in the past few years. I've mentioned before about my addiction to alcohol. Now, I stopped drinking and I started living. I stopped working for others and instead started working for myself. I stopped trying to please other people to get the emotional attention that I so desperately craved. I stand for doing the next right thing, and I hope that you do too. And finally, thanks for listening, and thanks for joining me on this journey. Remember to follow This Happy Humour on Twitter, subscribe to the blog and to the podcast, and leave comments. I'd love to know what you think. All the best. Matt the Happy Human.